Did you know that your office printer, that humming, unassuming box in the corner, might be quietly puffing out a cloud of particles so tiny that tens of thousands could dance on the head of a pin? We often think of workplace dangers as the big, obvious things: a slippery floor, a teetering stack of boxes, a machine with teeth that look a little too hungry. But the most insidious threats are often the ones you can't see, smell, or sometimes even hear. They are the silent partners in your daily grind, the microscopic freeloaders tagging along with your salary. These are the ghosts in the industrial machine, the invisible dust and the relentless noise that chip away at your well-being, one shift at a time. Let's break down these invisible invaders. First, we have noise, not just any noise, but the kind that wears you down. Think of it as a physical force. Sound travels in waves, and when these waves are too powerful, they physically pummel the delicate hair-like cells inside your inner ear. Your ears are remarkable, finely tuned instruments. Inside, the cochlea houses about 15,000 tiny hair cells, the sensory receptors for hearing. When a sound wave enters your ear, these little hairs bend and sway, translating that vibration into an electrical signal your brain reads as sound. Picture a lush field of grass. A gentle breeze makes it sway, a normal conversation. Now, picture a hurricane, a nail gun firing next to your head. The delicate hairs are flattened, damaged, sometimes permanently broken. Unlike the grass, these hair cells do not grow back, ever. Once they're gone, that frequency is lost forever. Now let's talk about the stuff you breathe. Your lungs are a marvel of biological engineering with a surface area, if spread out, roughly the size of a tennis court. This vast, delicate membrane is designed to efficiently exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. To protect this vital surface, your respiratory system has a series of defenses. Nasal hairs to trap large particles, mucus-lined airways with tiny sweeping hairs called cilia to push out smaller intruders. But this system was designed to handle the occasional bit of natural dust or pollen, not the relentless onslaught of industrial-grade particulates. It can be, and often is, completely overwhelmed by the modern workplace. Consider a construction worker cutting through a concrete slab. The saw kicks up a cloud of crystalline silica, a mineral found in sand, stone, and concrete. These particles are microscopic, jagged, and razor-sharp. When inhaled, they travel deep into the lungs, past the cilia's reach. The body's immune cells, called macrophages, rush to the scene to engulf and destroy the invaders. But silica is not a bacterium. It's a tiny shard of rock. The macrophage engulfs it but cannot digest it. Faced with these invisible, relentless enemies, it can feel like the battle is already lost. But it's not. Protecting yourself is about understanding the risks and using the right shields. The most powerful defense is often the simplest, creating distance or a barrier between you and the hazard. For noise, this can mean engineering controls, enclosing a loud machine in a sound-dampening box or installing acoustic panels on the walls of a noisy room. If the source of the noise can't be silenced, then the next best thing is to block its path to your delicate inner ear. Knowledge is your first line of defense. Knowing the decibel level of your environment is a critical first step. When engineering controls aren't enough, personal protective equipment, or PPE, becomes your best friend. For your ears, this means more than just stuffing some cotton balls in them. Proper earplugs, when inserted correctly, can reduce noise exposure by 15 to 30 decibels. For very loud environments, earmuffs worn over earplugs provide an even higher level of protection. For airborne particles, the shield is a respirator. We have built a world of incredible machines that can construct skyscrapers, weave fabrics at lightning speed, and print documents in the blink of an eye. We are the masters of this loud, industrious, and productive world. We go to work, we earn our keep, we contribute to this grand, humming enterprise. But in our quest for efficiency and output, we have sometimes forgotten the soft, vulnerable biology of the human operator. The human body wasn't designed on a factory floor. It evolved in the relative quiet and clean air of the natural world. The irony is that the damage often reveals itself long after the job is done. Hearing loss is most keenly felt, not in the noisy factory, but in the quiet of retirement, when you can no longer hear your grandchildren's whispers. The responsibility for a safe workplace is shared. Employers have a legal and moral obligation to identify hazards and implement controls to mitigate them. But as individuals, we have a responsibility to ourselves. We must be curious and vigilant. We must ask questions about air quality, demand noise level data, and never feel shy or weak for using safety equipment. Your health is not a negotiable perk. It is the fundamental resource that allows you to do everything else in life.